Hi Sag, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today's Sag for a meditative session. I saw one big red rose. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is going to be a really big time for romance and love and, corny, cheesy, just like straight up love. And I think it's really beautiful because the rose also symbolizes courage. And I think that to be this cheesy and this romantic and this, like, it's not even cheesy, it's beautiful, right? But I think it takes being, vulnerable, and I think that's very hard. So I really like to see this energy, Sag, because it's like making me melt, right? Because it's like, it's like this was always within you or this person, but it's just like, now it's like, who cares at this point? Let's just do it. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be ourselves and be our corny selves. And if that's what we want to do, like, you know what I mean? Just sit in bed all day, just being corny and together. That's what we're going to do. It's like two people just want to be together. And it's like, at this point, it doesn't really matter like what anybody has to say about it. You know what I mean? It's like, there's a courage here to just go and pursue the person and the love that you want. And it's really, really beautiful. So yeah, Sag, that's what I'm getting. Let's pull some cards. So Sag, I see this very, very, very exactly how the rose was, very, very simple. I have a very, very simple read here, and it's so beautiful. I really feel like it's this masculine energy who is kind of getting the courage to go towards love, right? And I feel like they have someone very special in mind. We have the seneschal and the child. So I feel like this person is wanting to take this relationship or this friendship or this, whatever this is that you guys have. It's either you, Sag, who's the masculine, or you're, the person looking at this is connected to a Sag. I don't know. But someone wants to take this to a higher level of commitment, right? With the child and the seneschal is like, oh, I know someone who's loyal. I know someone who I can trust. And I know, somebody who I want to kind of start this relationship with, right? The dog symbolizes loyalty, the ant symbolizes collaboration, the key is like someone who you can trust. So I feel like here with the only like feminine energy here, right? Because we have all this masculine energy, we have like every king out. This is the only feminine energy, and I feel like this person really wants to like open themselves up to this feminine energy, right? And it's a new beginning, right? And passion, right? With the rose, it's like a lot of sexual energy, a lot of sexual chemistry, but it's not just sex, right? Because we have the cup here and we have the love, right? So maybe this started off as something pretty sexual because I feel like we have a lot of wand energy here in the beginning, right? So maybe this started off as something like very, very sexual, but I feel like this person has gotten feelings, right? Because at the end, we have the King of Cups. You know what I mean? We have the King of Cups twice. So I feel like this person, this masculine energy understands that it's like, it's not just sex. Maybe in the beginning they thought it was just sex. Maybe in the beginning they thought it was just, an infatuation where, I just feel I'm very, bonded to this person, but I don't know if it's an actual, like, I want to marry this person or I want to be in a relationship with this person. And I feel like they're coming to realize that with the perception card and the King of Wands, it's like, it's not just this sexual energy that I feel. It's like something is being very clear to this masculine energy. And what I really like is that the masculine energy understands that he has to kind of enter, if this is you, Sag, or someone else, you have to enter the cup, right? You have to enter the cup. To have stability, you need the cup anyway, right? To have stability, it's like, yeah, you can have all, like, the wand I feel like is the fastest one to go out, right? Because like a flame can go out in an instant, right? Whereas I feel like the most stable would be the pentacle, right? And you're ending with the pentacle. So you understand the mix between like passion, love, stability, right? The only thing here that kind of worries me is there's no King of Sword. But why I think that is because I feel like a very gentle energy. Like I don't think there needs to be any words really said. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's just a feeling and I really like that for the masculine, because we're getting out of that intellectual, like, brain power, oh, I'm going to overthink this to death energy, and we're going into the feels. And I really like that. At first it worried me, but I think it's actually a really beautiful thing, because it's like the only sword here is the Knight of Swords, and I feel like the Knight of Swords is just going to go get shit done. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be fast. Whereas I feel like, yes, you understand that there needs to be stability in this. At the same time, you're going fast towards it, right? Like, it's like, I care about the stability of this. Again, I want to create something that's going to last a while. It's not something that's just going to go out. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I have to put the emotion behind it. I feel like that's probably what this person was missing, right? It's like, I thought that this person was just kind of a sexual object, something that, you know, I had really good chemistry with, but I never really looked at this person. It's like, I don't know if they ever didn't look at this person seriously. I feel like they might have, but I feel like they might have mistook this person, right? Like, let's just say this person was very sexual as well, and these people had very good sexual chemistry. They had, like, you know, they had a good time, but at the end of the day, it's like, oh, I don't know if this person sees me the same way I see them, right? It's like you're limiting you're limiting them, and it was wrong to limit them. I feel like the masculine limited the feminine. It's like, oh, maybe all they want is sex, or maybe all I want from them is sex. Like, they limited this feminine energy, which was really wrong of them. But I feel like they're coming back because they understand, right? They understand that it's not just that. See, with the choice card and the perception, like, their perception is changing, and they're looking at this in a new, like, way, and they're understanding that to have what they want, it's a big thing on this journey for this masculine, to be really honest. Like, getting out of the intellectual energy, getting out of the mind, and getting into the heart space and the feelings is a very big shift for this masculine energy. That's what I'm going to say. For this masculine energy, it's a big shift. I feel like feminines are, like, fed up with this person, or you're like, oh, I really don't care. Like if they treated you poorly, like, I'm not saying to get with someone who treated you poorly if you're a feminine. I just really feel like someone kind of, like, mistook this relationship for something that would just kind of go away. You know what I mean? It's like, feminines, I think that the masculine, it's like, I can forget about this person. That's kind of what it is. It's like, I can forget about them because, you know, it was just passion. It was just lust. Like, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't that deep, but it was that deep, right? Like, we have the Ace of Cups and love. And maybe the feminine tried to show them their loyalty, right? And the masculine kind of messed up. So I feel like now the masculine might be coming back because they understand that, right? And they want to build something stable with this feminine, the King of Pentacles. And I think that it's a really beautiful thing, because I feel like this person is entering, like, Emperor energy, right? We have the King of Cup, the King of Wands, the King of Coin. This person is entering into Emperor energy, and I think it's really important. I really actually like that the King of Swords isn't here, because the King of Swords just, to me, sometimes is too cutthroat. He thinks too much sometimes. Like, I kind of like the fact that he's not here. I don't think that this masculine is not an emperor because he's not out. I just think that it's right now, this isn't the time to really be in that sword energy. I think right now, being in the cup energy and being in the pentacle, you know, stability, but with love behind it, I think that's, like, the perfect the perfect king right now for them to be in, and I really like it. And we have the love card at the end. Like, I can't get a much more simpler or beautiful read. Yeah, the masculine might have messed up in the past, but I think this is someone who just, you know, has awoken to their feelings. Again, there's some sort of, like, changed perception, could be an awakening for this person, and they're understanding, like, what this relationship really was, and that's why they're coming back. And I feel like here they're coming with integrity, right? They're coming with the truth. They're coming with honesty. Maybe you don't want to hear the truth. Maybe you don't want to hear that, like, you know, how they felt about you in the beginning is not the way they feel about you now, or they, like, didn't really realize the way they felt about you, you know, at that time, but they realize it now, and they're really sorry for that. But I feel like until they could, you know, come to you with integrity and kind of tell you how they feel, right? Because it's about how you feel, right? That's why I feel like the sword's not important here. It's like, it's not about how you, it's not about what you have to say. You can say anything, right? And it could all be bullshit. It's actually like, what do you feel in your heart? And it's like, this person is awakening to their heart. they're awakening to this relationship and this connection, and they're understanding it. And that's why I feel like now the wheel is turning and they're manifesting this person back in their life. And not even them, they're manifesting, they're going towards them. I really feel with this King of Swords, it's the masculine energy coming forward, right? But yeah, I just see a very changed masculine, because I feel like it was all good in the beginning to be this King of Fire, but at the end of the day, I feel like the King of Fire, it's great for starting new things, but it's not, I don't feel like it's the best thing when you want something to kind of last long. And I think that the masculine is understanding that now. It's like, I have to put the cup behind it. It's like this passion between us is great and the chemistry between us is great. Now, why wouldn't I want to like make this something more serious? Make this something like, again, and I think it's taking them a lot of courage, because again, I think for them to open up to their heart and to open up to that like cup energy and express themselves and how they feel, and understand that it doesn't have to necessarily be something very logical, but it's just something that they feel. Again, that's like a very big deal for this masculine energy. So I think it's actually a really, I mean, I knew it was a beautiful read, but I really feel like they have come a long way, right? I think credit needs to be given to them. If you're a feminine listening to this, it has to be given to them, because there's been a change. There's been a change in them. And they're coming to you with integrity. They're coming to you with love. They have the idea of like a family. They have the idea of a new beginning. And everything behind this is just their feelings and their love and them trying to express themselves. So I see like this is like one of the most beautiful reads. This is like the most beautiful read I had this week. So Sag, congrats. Like, it's truly beautiful. The masculine energy is really like transformed. And maybe this is like a sign that Sagittarius season is going to be a time when the divine masculine is kind of opening himself up to those feelings. And it's going to be a big shift for everyone, because it kind of feels a little collective here. But yeah, I love this, Sag. Let's pull some advice. It's very interesting, this advice. I'm getting with Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Let's leave that last. Let's do Amaterasu first, the goddess of light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. I'm going to be really honest, feminines. I feel like maybe at the time when you met this person, you were in wand energy yourself. And now that you have become more stable, and now that there's something about stability here, like stability matters to you, right? It's like, I don't just want a fling, I want something more serious in my life. As you come around to that energy for yourself, this person mirrors that back to you. So maybe you at that time were also kind of in wand energy, where, you know, you were a little bit unstable yourself, and you were kind of just, you guys were mirroring each other in some sort of way. And now that you feminines have become more serious and have kind of told them, this person, like, I want something more, this person is going to reflect that back to you. Do you know what I'm saying? This is kind of like my twin flame mirror soul card. So the fact that you got this, I feel like it's interesting, because it's like we're only talking about the masculine, but I feel like with mirror souls, there is the feminine aspect as well. So now I feel like this doesn't only pertain to the masculine, but it pertains to the feminine as well. And I feel like that is why we have the mirror, this card coming up, that it's like now that the feminine has become more stable and is wanting something more, I feel like that's why the masculine energy is like following behind. So I feel like there is sort of a mirroring going on. And I feel like the feminine was the first one to kind of do that, and now it's the masculine's turn. And this is kind of like the evolution of the masculine, where we go from like the King of Wands to the King of Cups. And with Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom, number 67, making it 13, making it 4. I feel like there will be communication about this with the 4. And I feel like it's kind of like letting both of you know that you can't know something until you kind of experience it, right? Like, this feminine energy doesn't really understand that she wants more loyalty into her life, like loyalty in her life, until maybe that like a bond was broken, and then it's like, okay, well, I want more. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like only by showing somebody like the negative do you kind of see the positive. That's what I'm kind of getting with Wolf Spirit. It's like the masculine energy was maybe in wand energy, and the feminine was really into that for a time, but then they weren't at a certain point. And as they started to evolve, the masculine started to evolve, right? And that's kind of like what the knowledge evolving into wisdom is, right? It's like you take an experience, right, with somebody, and you turn it into something you're turning into something completely different, right? So this energy of like just it being, you know, very wand-like turns into something like love, right? There's an evolution going on here. There's some sort of evolution between the two of you. And I think it's like, there's no pointing the finger here. It's just two souls that are evolving at the same exact time, right? And yeah, you could say like, oh, the feminine was first, but it's honestly at the same time because we have mirror souls, right? We have like a twin kind of energy here. So I think it's just really important that you guys kind of give each other the credit where it's due, where it's like, as the soul has been evolving for both of you. It's not just one of you, it's both of you. So yeah, Sag, I really love this reading. I love you guys. I hope this resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.